Hello once again and welcome back to Trails from Zero. No, you did not miss anything. We were in Stargazer's tower. I'm the one who missed something because I'm stupid and I forgot that there's some important stuff we should probably see before we walk ourselves into the end of the chapter. So after the story progresses where you find Yona, there is like some changes to the world. One of them is that here at Crossbell Cathedral you can now find the Hayworth family. Ah, the SSS. Wasn't expecting to run into you here. It's nice to see you again, Mr. Hayworth. Are you here to pray too? Indeed I am. My wife has made it a habit of hers to come pray whenever she can. I usually have to play hooky, but I decided to make an effort to join her more often. Always the family man, huh? It's impressive how faithful you are despite your busy schedule. I wouldn't put it like that. You know what? Forget about it. It's not like I consider myself an overly pious man to begin with. It's just that I heard that praying can help out in business endeavors. That's all. For real? That's why you're here? Sorry to disappoint. Thank you again, kind father. Today's Praying with Mama Day. But get this, Papa was able to come today too. Papa always says he's too busy, so today's extra special. Okay. I hate making my wife shoulder the burden alone. He seems really torn up. Did he come to pray for something in particular? So yeah, he can't help but think of Ren when they come to pray here. And on that note, also, by the way, if you leave Stargazer's tower, you lose Noelle. She has to stay by to keep watch. You can see that their car is here too. I'll let you know that he's here. Now let's go back to the mining village. And wait, it might be Der Ziegel? I think it's Der Ziegel. There they are. If we've learned anything today, we know that he seems like a genuinely respectable man. I know it really was a misunderstanding on her part. At least, that's what I want to believe. I know, he's not a bad man, that much is clear. And I'd never want to say that it was all her fault. Hey Joshua, what do we do? Everything's okay, Estelle. This isn't something we can solve just like that. We knew that coming in. Remember? Before we came here, we decided to take our time and deal with the whole thing delicately. Yeah, I know. They must be having a serious conversation. It'd be rude of us to interrupt. Oh, hey everyone. I didn't even see you walk in. Here on police business? Yeah, more or less. Is it just me? Or does it seem like Estella's forcing that smile? I noticed too. Her usual optimism is kind of on the fritz. I can't tell whether she is just feeling awkward, or if that's genuine sorrow that she's attempting to hide. Well, our break time is up. We gotta get back to the highway. Everyone, keep your heads up. Sorry, I'd explained, but we'd be here for ages. Could you let Estelle be alone for now? It's nothing against you guys, I promise. Well, that's it. The next chapter in that part of the story. So yeah, they're now piecing together kind of the truth of the Hayworths, which is that they're not actually terrible people. They are not kind of how Ren depicted them to be in SC in the Third. And that there might be more to the story than was let on. Alright, let's head back to Stargazer's tower. Ursula Road. Take the long way to get there. If only this were Azure and we could just fast travel there. Which, wait, can you fast travel here in Azure? I think later in the game you might be able to, I'm not sure. But for now we gotta take the long way. And I want to avoid going too fast in this forest just because it's really easy to run into the monsters here. As I found on my way leaving to get out of here. Ran into just about everything on the way. There should be one large monster. There he is. Okay, once we get past him, we're pretty much clear. Back to Stargazers. See, Noelle hangs out in front of her car still. Resume. Actually, you know what? Let's do a little testing right now. I already checked this dialogue when I left. What happens if you try to go in without her? Are we ready? If we're going to investigate the tower, we should let Sergeant Major Seeker know. There you go. Unique text. Right, I want to keep the original party because I gotta fight that monster chest. Alright, whatever. Try to be careful not to run into anything. Like one of these guys. This time, just ignore most of the monsters on this floor. Okay, let's open this thing. So they don't like time arts. Whoops, wrong thing. I did not do a whole lot. Oof. Oh, that did get the other one at least. Can I get both of them? No, oh my god, it's actually like perfectly wide enough to where I could go between them. That's really annoying. Yeah, it's one of them. Oh, they explode upon death. Well, we took some damage, but no big deal. Not like anything else in here can actually harm us. The way out is actually this way. It's really simple to get through that floor if you just don't want to fight anything or look for items. Alright, let's put Noelle back in the front. Oh, I totally forgot to check that chest message down there. France Seeker is in the wrong world to be seeking France. Let's go back downstairs and check that message. Oh, I know what it is, because I think I wrote it. Because I knew that was the top level chest in the game. You came back. You actually came back for me, which makes no sense if you managed to do this the first time you come here. But yes, like super good players have also pointed out like, nah, I beat it the first time I saw it on new game. It's like, alright, show off. Whoops, not the log. Hear ya, bomb. You know what they say? I wouldn't know, I've always been here. Ah, this part's so cool. God, Stargazer's Tower is the coolest. I love this dungeon. Stargazer is actually one of the only places I think kind of looks better on anything but the PC version. A lot of the other versions are noticeably darker in terms of their lighting. And that lends itself really well to places like Stargazer's where, oh man, where the lighting being darker actually makes it look more ambient. So I noticed that in Kai, that this place actually looks really cool if you just don't pay attention to some of the more minute details in terms of like the texture quality and whatnot. Another monster chest there. Take that. There's the chest I was looking for. Tier bomb. Ah, it's just like the trailer. Literally. Which is weird because that's in Falcom's trailer, and it just shows Noelle killing that monster, which really would not normally be possible in a new game run. So it's like, why did they include that? I guess they just wanted to show like, yeah, you can kill monsters with field attacks in this game, which was new. But it's like, yeah, that normally wouldn't be possible against that particular monster at this point in the game. And it's with Noelle, so it has to be in Chapter 2, so it was probably debug shenanigans. Should we heal before we do this? I'm gonna say, yeah. Orbment, arts. You see that rush just taunt me and like go away? I could have had a rush there. That's lame. Like, look how many I would have killed in like one go had I had that rush. But Crash Bomb's still really good against these guys. Oh no, they resist it. Oh, that one just ran away, so this is over. Holy chain. Legend says that if you kill 777 shining palms and come back here, you will find this chest is still empty. Oh crap, I forgot this guy respawns. Alright, let's heal. Alright, time for our boss fight. Our in-chapter boss fight, actually. Sort of. Is it? Yeah, this is the last fight we actually have to do. The rest of it's just cutscene. We're also about to get one of Zero's most dope songs. What even is this room? I've never seen bookshelves this big. Is that some sort of armillary sphere? It's said that this tower was constructed by the powerful alchemists of the past. You! That black outfit! It's about damn time you came out of the shadows. I've been waiting for you. And I see you brought along a fifth wheel as well. I'm just here as backup, don't mind me. Very well. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Special Support Section. I am known as Yin. Allow me to thank you for agreeing to my request. I imagine getting here was no small feat. Yeah, it wasn't easy. You've had us running in circles for a while now. The monsters didn't make it easy either. Do we have you to thank for that too? I assure you, those strange beings were wandering in here long before I found them. In order to maintain my edge, I searched for a hunting ground worthy of my skills. I eventually found this tower, but it has proven more interesting than I initially thought. So, it wasn't your doing after all. I think it would be difficult for one person to fill the entire tower with those monsters, even for someone like Ian. Now, I know you must have a multitude of questions for me, but... before that, allow me to administer the final test. Test? What are you planning? Weakness does not interest me. Do you possess the strength to fulfill my request? Come at me with all your might. Here we go. He does not appear to be bluffing. I'd like to say we got this in the bag because of the numbers, but... keep your eyes open, guys. This guy's the real deal. No holding back now, guys. Right, let's give it everything we got. I see you stoked the flames of your fighting spirit. Prepare yourselves, SSS. Dragon Claws. Yin can't really do a whole lot of damage to us, unfortunately. He would be a tough fight otherwise. Let's look at info. Legendary assassin in the East Underworld. Lures targets to death using many dark tools. Yin also has a couple of interesting moves. Oh, there's his S-craft, Porcelain Dance. He has a body split craft. I don't know if we'll get to see it though. He does it, does he use it in the trailer? I don't know. Or, you know, no, I know what it is. It's the fact that his body split counts as a different entry in the notebook. And I missed it when I played, and I was like, how do you get him to do it? And it took forever to, like, farm it out. I think he does it at certain SP thresholds, maybe? But, unfortunately, this is over. Let's see Noel's S-craft. Oh, that does it. One experience. How about that? Did we beat him? I need some rest. Well, at least we don't have to worry about this guy anymore. No, I wouldn't get your hopes up. What do you mean? That man over there has quite the keen senses. What? Some sort of talisman? When did he even... He went completely under my radar. Let a double take care of things while you kick back and observe the fight, huh? Might be a handy power, but I can't say it's very courteous. If I somehow offended you, you have my sincerest apologies. However, the fact that you could keep up with my movement during the battle. Your sharp eyes are most impressive. Well, my combat experience over the years hasn't been for nothing. Up for another round? I'll respectfully decline. I can't deny it. Your strength is first class. At our level, we can't hold a candle to you. With that in mind, what business do you have with the SSS? Oh, but Lloyd Bannings. Surely you must have some idea, no? Huh? Lloyd, what does he mean? Oh, I've researched you. Your investigative aptitude is nothing to scoff at. You should understand what I'm after. I do. Your request is likely about one thing. What does Yin's business with the SSS have to do with? The threat letter. The mysterious threat letter that was sent to Arkansas for Ilya. That's your aim, isn't it? Precisely. But what exactly would I want to talk about regarding that letter? I know what you're referring to. Actually, I don't remember what max DP is here, so I might have to redo this if I get it wrong. But I believe it's the author. The author of the threat letter. It wasn't you, was it? What? You serious? Don't tell me. Indeed. The Yin you see before you did not send that threat letter to Ilya Patire. The true culprit is a copycat. Looks like my hunch was right. Something felt off when we were conducting the investigation. The legendary assassin Yin, a demon hailing from the Eastern Quarter. The deeper we dove into the investigation, the more the fog surrounding you lifted. However, the threat letter struck me more as a bluff than the real deal. Even Ilya herself brushed it aside, thinking it was no more than a prank. That's right. Ilya Patire is a genius. She most likely realized that the true target behind the threat letter wasn't her. That being the case, why was such a thing sent to Arkansas in the first place? I'm not sure I have a full grasp on the situation, but couldn't this just be a simple prank by someone who doesn't like the troop? No, we can limit the suspects to people who knew that Yin had come to Crossbell. Heiwei, Ravach, the 1st Division, and any of their associates. Oh, is that so? When you put it like that, the odds of this being a prank do seem incredibly low. Correct again, Bannings. Still, it's impossible for Arkansas's new show to get cancelled over a lone threat letter. What is curious is that the letter made sure to target Ilya directly by name. As a result, the 1st Division became involved and began to take extreme safety precautions. Precautions that cover the possibility of her being targeted during the show. In other words, the true culprit behind the threat letter created this diversion in order to accomplish some other goal? Or perhaps to allow himself time to prepare for said other goal? That is a likely scenario. I'd like to make a formal request. Uncover the culprit who stole my name and thwart his plan. Excuse me? Being sort of a selfish bastard there, aren't you? Think what you want of me, but you'd be foolish to ignore this. I too haven't the slightest idea of who he is or what he intends to accomplish, but surely you can see that someone is in his crosshairs now. Maybe so. That very well may be the case, but why go out of your way to ask us for help? Why not do it yourself? Despite my appearance, I am somewhat preoccupied. Dealing with Ravach alone keeps me plenty busy. Oh? So you really are assisting Heiwei with their fight against the Mafia. Do you enjoy this, knowing we can't do anything about it? Calm yourself, Bannings. We'd rather avoid the guild, so we're careful not to involve any citizens in our bouts. Well, Heiwei is at least. Yin. In any case, I will not allow someone to use my name without consequence. SSS, will you accept my request? Fine. We'll stop the true culprit from carrying out his plan, but don't think we're doing it for your sake, Yin. That suits me. But where do we even begin? We have no leads, no idea who the culprit is, and no motive. I might have a lead for you. If the culprit's plan truly does involve our conceal, he must be planning to act on either the opening day of their performance or the day of the private performance. Those days would be ideal for our culprit, yes. Weird. I was thinking the same thing, man. If he wants to have a good time, he'd probably go for the opening day, you know? Then again, he might want to make his move while he's surrounded by a ton of influential figures at the preview performance. Precisely. I ask for you to stay vigilant on both of those days. You will have to outwit the 1st Division in order to be able to patrol the theater during the 2 performances. Once you accomplish that, respond accordingly to whatever may transpire. Easier said than done, but still, you have a point. Gaining access to the theater shouldn't pose a problem, as long as we ask Arkansas for permission. The real challenge will be trying to deceive the 1st Division. Indeed, it is highly probable they would kick us out at first sight. We'll just have to be quick on our feet when we cross that bridge. What's important here is that you've complied. With that, I take my leave. I'll be expecting good news. Yin? Wait a second! Stop! Don't move! Don't think you're getting away. There he goes. We're not very fast, are we? Wow! We finally made it to the top. Where the hell did that bastard run off to? Tio, scan the area. Roger. What? Did you find him? I'm detecting a weak signal, but it's coming from the ground floor. He must have jumped directly off the roof. Jumped? Impossible. He's a monster, alright. Well, that was an unexpected turn of events. This Yin isn't someone to be taken lightly. Good work, everyone. I just wish I could have been more help. You supporting us throughout the tower was more than enough. Agreed. You helped us out big time. You were even gracious enough to transport us back to the city. We appreciate it, Sergeant Major. Really? You're very welcome then. Remember, you can contact the guardsman at Tag Room Gate if anything ever comes up. I'll give a report of what happened once I return to the Deputy Commander. Perfect. We'll leave that to you then. See you later. Right. Goodbye, everyone. Next on the agenda, we'll be providing security for Ark & Seal's private performance this weekend, right? Shall we return to the SSS and figure out our plan of attack? We need to contact the troop anyway. First, we will need to ascertain how the 1st Division intends to handle security detail. The Chief could probably do some research if we were to ask. Sounds like we're going to be busy, huh? Soon after, the Special Sports Section contacted Ark & Seal and figured out their plans for security at the private performance. It was decided that Lloyd and Ellie would take care of the theater's interior, keeping an eye out for any suspicious individuals or happenings. And as far as Randy and Tio, they would be stationed outside of the theater, conducting surveillance. Finally, on the day of the private performance. We brought Zeit. Look how 2D everyone is. Yeah, that's what happens when you look at these sprites at the wrong angle. There's Dudley. Even Mayor McDowell came to watch the performance. Oh right, didn't he say something about supporting the new production to the best of his ability? That's right, Grandfather has been a fan of Ark & Seal since its inception. I'm sure he's looking forward to your debut, Rishia. Really? I hope I don't let him down. But more importantly, do you think what Yin said will hold true? We can't say for sure. Still, I think there's a good chance it might. Fortunately for us, the 1st Division will be keeping watch, so Ilya should be safe. That's a relief. You know, was it really okay not telling Ilya everything that happened? I think the troop leader is worried about the same thing. No, it's okay. All I want is for Ilya to shine like the star she is tonight, without any unnecessary worries dragging her down. That's what that's what all of us here at Ark & Seal want. You really admire Ilya. Why is that? As you might know, I was forcibly invited into the troop by her. Despite my circumstances, I'm happy. After all, until I came to Crossbell, I had only walked the path that I was destined for. You were destined for? Soon after, I was positively charmed by her performances. I thought to myself, who knew that someone could shine this brightly without once looking back? Perhaps I ended up admiring her because of how unreachable she is. We all have people like that, Rishia. But she's not unreachable, is she? What do you mean? You played the role of the Moon Princess for this production. And yes, maybe the role is elevated by the radiance of the Sun Princess. But coming from someone that doesn't watch many plays, I believe both of your acts are superb. I know you'll shine brightly one day, by your own merit, not Ilya's. You think so? Definitely. And I'm sure that's the reason why Ilya invited you in the first place. We hit a barrier in this case, but we still managed to get this far. We intend to see this through to the end, so we want you to tackle this show with everything you've got, Risha. I will. Well, it's time for me to go. Good luck, you two. Leave it to us. Break a leg, Risha. Well, you think we should stand by somewhere else until they start? What's wrong? I don't know what I expected. I swear, will you ever learn to be self-aware, or will you always be this impolite? Wait, what? Never mind. Forget I said anything. Anyway, you clearly went and made a promise to poor Risha. Let's solve this case no matter what, okay? Of course. Everyone, we apologize for the delay. The curtain will now rise for Arkansas's breathtaking new production, Golden Sun, Silver Moon. Please enjoy the show. The country of Ra, an ancient kingdom that prospered under the blessing and love of the divine goddess. Ever since the birth of Ra, the decision of who was to rule the country was held in the hands of soaring dancers, known as princesses. These princesses, entrusted with the will of the goddess, brought to light the true righteous ruler of Ra by competing at the Star Sanctuary. However, ulterior motives lie in wait, leading influential figures to support different princesses, treating the holy ceremony as a trivial game. At that time, the Sun Princess, renowned as the greatest dancer of their era, arrived at the Star Sanctuary. Sounds like it started. The enthusiasm is electrifying. It's a shame. I would have loved to have been able to watch it too. I'm jealous of the First Division. I'm not so sure about that. I can't imagine it's easy to focus on security while such an amazing play is being performed. I feel like we actually got the better deal, to be honest. You may be right. Shall we start patrolling the theater then? The First Division are already keeping tabs on the audience, so let's go and investigate elsewhere. Sounds like a plan. It's Lloyd. Can you guys hear me? Loud and clear, boss. Has it commenced then? Yeah, we're about to start patrolling the inside of the theater. You two keep a close watch on the perimeter. Roger. Sight has graciously offered his assistance, so we'll be fine. How generous of him. I'll give you a call if we spot anyone fishy. Don't let the play distract you. Wouldn't want the First Division to steal the spotlight, huh? You don't have to worry about that. Let's get started, Ellie. First, let's check in with the staff and see if they've noticed anything out of the ordinary. Understood. There's a bunch of unique texts around here. We don't have time to leave the theater. Let's leave the outside to Randy and Tio and focus on searching the interior. What's up, Balsamo? The performance has begun without incident. Looks like everything is going smoothly. No suspicious individuals have been spotted either. Hopefully we can relax for now. I'll remain vigilant. However, our guest list is entirely comprised of people we've personally invited. Everything seems to be going smoothly. Hopefully we can relax for now. It sounds like the performance has begun. I would greatly appreciate it if nothing were to happen. Alright, we gotta search every nook and cranny of the theater. You can also look in a little bit. See what's going on stage. There's Dudley. Everything looks good in the S-section seats. Honestly, I doubt we have anything to worry about with Dudley in there. He's a fine detective, that's for sure. Let's head to the next area. Actually, let's not. Let's peek in one more time so I can point out something that some of you probably already know about. If you look right here, you see that shadow that's on the floor that's coming from nothing? Yeah, that's a well-known PC bug. At one point, during one scene, there's a bug, or there used to be, where there are two Lloyds for some reason. And we don't know why that is. We never figured it out. It's a Joyland thing. At least we don't have that problem. But you can at least still see the shadow if you know where to look. And the funny thing is that bug is so prevalent that it's in the trailer I made. There's the part where they run through there and Dudley's standing there. Oops. I should put my mouse on my desk. And if you look closely, you can still see that stupid shadow. You can still see the bug. Let's look inside here. There's Detective Emma down there in the left. You can also see like how 2D everyone on the right was. Everything looks alright so far. Man, Ilya's incredible. I mean, I already knew she was, but this is just... wow. I completely agree. We should look elsewhere. If we continue to watch, we may end up staying for the entire play. Yeah, you're probably right. Let's see. Let's try going this direction. I believe this just shows you the same angle of Dudley. Yeah. There's also up here. It's Ellie's grandfather. Oh my god, look how 2D those people in the audience were. This is the box for special guests. Will everything be alright with only one officer keeping watch? At least Ernest is there to protect grandfather. If anything were to happen, I'm sure he can deal with it. You think so? I wonder if, look at the crowd. Like, look how 2D they are. I wonder if you're not even supposed to see them. If, like, on PSP, they would just be invisible because of the draw distance. But because it's unlimited in our patch, I wonder if that's why you could see them like that. That'd be really dumb if that were the case. All the artists have now entered the backstage area. It's time for the real show to begin. All I can do is pray for their success. It's time for the real show to begin. All I can do is pray for their success. Well, I suppose I could also clean their dressing rooms for them. No one in here. To our guests, please do not enter while the stage is in use or conceal. Looks like a lot of the First Division was stationed backstage. We can leave this area to them. We should focus on patrolling the interior of the theater instead. I think that's everything, so now the game should advance. There we go. Does that mean... yes, that should conclude the first act. Thus the Sun Princess, supported by the mighty tribe of the Sun, had to be opposed. In response, a new princess answered the call and entered the celestial ceremony. She was known as the Moon Princess. Effectively splitting the governance of Ra in two, she was raised by the tribe of the Moon. Falcom put a lot of work into these scenes. Like, each act also has its own song, which is unique on the soundtrack to just this part. Sounds like the second act is starting. Rishi is giving it her all. True, her debut scene was met with thunderous applause. Shall we make another round, Lloyd? Definitely. Thank you for patrolling the premises. We're in the second act of the play now. Good, good. Everything is proceeding as smoothly as we hoped. What a great success! I'm ecstatic to begin the public performances. Alright, that stays the same. We're in the second act of the play now. Good, good. I think it's pretty much the same. We finally made it to the second act. It's time for Rishia's debut. I'm sure she'll be fine. I trust Ilya's keen senses to scout talent when she sees it. Wait, this play is Rishia's debut? I feel like I can share her anxiety. Must be from all the time I spent with her during practice. Look at Dudley go. Where's that shadow coming from? Nothing unusual here. Man, Dudley must have really be made of sterner stuff. He's got a full view of the stage, yet he's completely unfazed. Yet another example of his iron will. Yeah, let's go this way. Oh wait, we have to check the main door. Oh, Donovan and Raymond. I didn't even note them the first time. Nothing wrong here. Ilya's one thing, but Risha is no less amazing, to be honest. Agreed. Those two are completely in sync with each other. She truly has the presence of a genuine moon princess when basked in silver light. I don't know if you have to do this on both doors, but just to be safe. The cop is getting distracted. This side looks good, but I think the officer assigned here has gotten a little preoccupied. We are in the middle of an arc and seal play. Everyone's bound to be captivated. How long can you hold out and not pay attention to the play? Well, 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 what do we have here? Hiding pastries again, are we? Are Plea's terrible habits truly uncorrectable? Please, one of the actors. One of the extras that aren't Ilya and Risha. Wait, do I have to check this again? Yeah, they say the same thing, so maybe not. And that's the end of the second act. Things are starting to heat up, aren't they? Was it simply a whim of the goddess, or perhaps a bit of mischief? To her surprise, the Sun Princess learned that the Moon Princess was not a stranger, but her younger sister separated from her at a tender age. Unaware of this revelation, the Moon Princess faced her sister with a cold, hostile spirit. The distraught Sun Princess, concealing her true identity with a gown and mask of white, beckoned the Moon Princess to the forest ruins. It was there that the two sisters, pure in their youth, would secretly dance and play under the thick forest canopy. The third act is where things usually start turning around for the protagonist, right? The audience seems to be eating it up. I know I am. It's rare to see a play this marvelous. It's more or less perfect. Now, if only it would end without incident. Yeah, I sure hope so too. Even if it means that we don't catch the culprit, it would be for the best. That was an exciting performance to watch. More importantly, our special guests appear to have enjoyed themselves. The play is nearly over. Another stellar performance by our artist. Everything went off without a hitch. I haven't noticed anything strange. Performance is currently in session, so entry is prohibited. Have they given up? The first division is on the lookout after all. Check that last. Alright, let's look inside this time. Ah, they finally got Dudley. It looks like Dudley is interested in the play after all. Not that it's making him neglect his work. I can hardly blame him. I bet there isn't a soul that wouldn't be unmoved by one of Arkansas's performances. Things are starting to pick up. They are. Who could have guessed that the two princesses would be sisters? Where will the plot take us next? No, we have to resist. Sorry, it's simply too compelling. We have to focus on patrolling. The cop's just fully into it now. Nothing suspicious here. Officer aside, it looks like Ernest is paying real close attention to their perimeter. He'll stay on his toes, I know it. I thought I heard a loud thud coming from the dressing room earlier. It was probably just my imagination. Am I starting to hear things? I bet it was just some loud sound effect from the performance. It's about time for the play's climax to occur. Okay, I'd better finish cleaning. Anything here? No? Suspicious. Could someone have been hiding in here? That's the end of the third act. And now the final act begins. The dreadful conspiracy existed only to drive the young sisters apart. Despite knowing the sad truth, the sisters chose to compete against one another. Because, after all, they were princesses. Dancing was their all, their everything. Only one of them could become the shrine princess, carrying the will of the goddess on their shoulders. Their affection for one another strong, they even fell in love with the same man. Their rivalry burned bright with passion and understanding, like Ra had never seen before. The two princesses, storing all this feeling in their hearts, then traveled down to the Star Sanctuary, ready for their fated ceremony. Phew, thank Adios. Looks like the play is going to wrap up accident-free. And we didn't even notice anything suspicious during our patrols, too. Lloyd, Ellie! What's going on? Is something wrong? Well, you see, one of the attendees has been behaving unusually for a while now. And we only just realized that she's not on our guest list. She isn't? Where is she? Up the stairs on the right, in the back. She seems to be silently observing the S-section seats. Got it. We'll go check it out right away. Stay here and wait for our return, sir. Of course. No way. Is that who I think it is? It's Grace. Oh, darn it. Why Duddles have to pick this spot to patrol? This is the perfect spot to wait for my big scoop, and he is ruining it. He's totally gonna catch me once I start firing off my camera. Hey, Grace. What? Lloyd? And Ellie too? What in the world are you guys doing here? That's supposed to be my line. What are you doing here, Grace? You don't have a ticket, do you? Nope. But I have my reasons. I may have snuck in here using a trick up my sleeve. Which was what exactly? Keep this a secret, will you? Long story short, I slipped in with the dry cleaning and voila, I was home free. Are you kidding me? Why did you have to go that far? Well, there's a simple explanation for that. You see, all of the friggin' tickets got snatched up by the other CNS journalists. I just had to take a peek at the private show, but I was following another story at the time. What was I supposed to do? Not watch it? That still doesn't make it right or legal. You're a real hassle, you know that? Come on, guys. We're all friends here. How about we go watch the rest of the play? It's finally reached the long-awaited climax, after all. If we don't see it, we may regret it for the rest of our lives. You could have just waited for the public show like a normal person. Besides, are you sure that's your only reason for sneaking in? You're not the one who sent the threat letter, are you? Threat letter? What the heck are you going on about? Hold on. I thought it was kind of strange to see Duddles patrolling the theater. Oh, it has to do with this letter, right? I don't think she's our culprit, Lloyd. Yeah, I figured it wouldn't hurt to ask. I doubt even Grace would take things that far. Even me, Isn't that sort of rude? Is it? You literally decided to sneak into a private performance for a big scoop. Oh, that reminds me. You mentioned that you were following another story, right? What's it about? My lips are sealed. Wait a second. Is the First Division here because they're keeping tabs on him? Drat, I thought I was the only one to have picked it up. Him? Are you referring to Yin? Huh? The heck's a Yin supposed to be? Does that have something to do with that threat letter you're freaking out about? No, forget it. Listen up, Grace. I'm going to need you to tell me everything you know. If you don't, I'm going to have to report you for trespassing. Whoa, Lloyd, isn't that a little cruel? You and I are buddies, right? Sure, but what we need now is some sort of clue, no matter how small it is. So please, Grace, tell us. Fine. You're serious, right? I'll spill the beans, but are you sure you want to talk about this in front of Ellie? Why would we not? Is there something wrong with me being here? Whatever. Just brace yourselves, okay? The scoop I've been chasing involves a dark rumor about the mayor's secretary. What? You can't be serious. I think his name is Ernest? Either way, he's extremely dangerous, with a capital D. He's supposedly been secretly embezzling funds from the mayor's office. And here's the kicker. He's been covertly scheming with the Imperial faction Diet members. You think he's trying to off the mayor? Nah, probably too far-fetched. Hey Lloyd, I just had a thought. If Grandfather were to be killed under these circumstances, the culprit could easily slip out during all the commotion, so long as no one witnesses the crime in action. That's it! That's his plan! Whoa, wait up! Ah, there's the money shot from the trailer right there. Followed by this. There's the run. What? Isn't this the police officer who was watching the box? It is. What the hell are you doing here? What? We'll talk later. Ellie, we're going in. Let's hurry. Ernest, stop! Who goes there? Nice one. Damn it! Grandfather! Where'd the pistol come from? What the hell is this? Would have thought that you'd show up in a place like this. This must be the goddess idea of a blessing. Ernest, why? Why do all this? You were always there to support Grandfather, so why? We're cut from the same cloth, Ellie. You have no idea how fed up I am with Crossbell's situation. And in the end, man only pursues true change when obeying the will of one stronger than himself. That is why I had to act. So that's the reason you impersonated Yin and sent the threat letter to Ilya? You made us believe that Yin was behind everything, all while plotting the mayor's assassination from the shadows. Damn it, that's what's really going on. Have you enjoyed playing this game of yours? You may hail from the 1st Division, but in the end, you're just a 2-bit detective. Be it Ravach, Heiyue, or even the real Yin, if he really exists. They're nothing more than puppets dancing in the palm of my hand. You're just another arrogant bastard. Put the gun down, slowly. You can still get off with attempted murder. Don't take it any further. Don't take it any further. Isn't that my line? The life of this old naive man, the mayor of Crossbell State. I could end it with one swift pull of this trigger. Please stop this. Pulling the hostage card, are we? Surely you don't want our dear Ellie to witness the moment her grandfather's brain splatters on the floor, right? So, how about you ingrates line up on the wall there and stay out of my way? I'm having trouble figuring out your plan. The moment you step out of this theater, there'll be nowhere to run. Shut it! Just do as I say! Damn it, you really have no idea. Good. You have ears after all. Now, to hold up my end of the deal. Grandfather! Hold it! You won't escape! How's he moving so quickly? Randy, Tio, brace yourselves. Mayor McDowell's secretary is headed your way. He's our man. Take him down. Gotcha. We'll get him. Ernest. Very well then. Phew. Where do you think you're going? This man is the true culprit behind the series of events. Randy, Tio! Thank goodness, you guys managed to catch him. Yeah, it was lights out for him as soon as I saw him pull out a gun. Good call. That aside, why have you joined forces with Four Eyes in the 1st Division? Who do you think you're calling Four Eyes? Explain yourselves, now. What is the meaning of all of this? You've even brought backup. What exactly were you planning? Well, you see... The hell? How can he still move? As if I could be taken down so easily. I will be the next mayor. With Speaker Hartman on my Zeit! Is that your damn mutt? A distinguished performance, Zeit. Oh, give me a break. Ruined by a literal glory hound, eh? No, no, no. That'll be my job. Where did she come from? We can never let our guard down. You again. Would it kill you to comply with orders for once? Unhead me at once! I'll definitely be... I'll be the next mayor! Oh no, you see Nico fall down there? Good job, Arkansas. That was amazing. I'm thoroughly impressed as well. Grandfather, you're already awake. Thank Adios. Yes, I'm perfectly fine, Ellie. It is unfortunate what just happened. I still intend to experience the performance with my own two eyes. This is my way of paying respect to the wonderful people of Arkansas. Grandfather. You honor us, sir. Okay. Actually, you know what? I think we're going to wrap up here. And when we pick up next time, there's not much left in the chapter. There's a little tiny epilogue to it. A scene or two. Some interesting stuff will happen, but then we'll jump into chapter 3. So when we pick up next time, we'll read this special edition, this extra edition, I believe it's called, of the Crossbell Times and see the fallout of the assassination attempt on the mayor. Who would have thought that Ernest Rice is such a huge dirtbag, and all he wants is to become the next mayor? Also, picking up from here, I mean, I'm burnt out. I think from now on, I'm going to try to record these on Tuesdays, edit them on Wednesdays, and upload them on Thursdays. I think that's better for my stress level and like overall mental health, to where I don't feel like I'm rushing to get these out as soon as the weekend ends. But, oh man, I'm going to be very busy the next coming weeks. So as of the time of recording this on Tuesday, the 22nd September, I do not have Trails of Cold Steel 4 yet, but I anticipate that review copies will be going out for it very soon. And once that happens, that'll eat up all my time, but I'll still make time for Zero every week, because I'm also doing this for our final edits of Zero. So it's important that I at least put a little bit of time between, or playing this game and editing it every week between now and like the end of the year, whenever we put out the next patch for it. And there's always something to catch. I found a lot of things in this 1 hour that I was like, that should probably be changed. That's okay. Anyway, that does it for now. See you guys in the next one.